And only here on 11 Alive, days of unanswered phone calls lead to a discovery that no family should ever face.
Absolutely. So a young woman was found dead in her Atlanta apartment, but now her brother wants answers. So he flew all the way across the country to try to find out what really happened to his sister. But now he says no one is listening to him. 11 Alive's Angelina Salcido is live right now at Atlanta Police Headquarters. So Angelina, you spoke with her family and a private investigator they hired, and they believe this death is suspicious, right?
Yeah, 27-year-old Josephine Tarway's family tells me that her death is no accident after they found evidence inside of her apartment. And they tell me that investigators could actually be standing in the way of the answers they need.
We're broken. We're crushed.
Their pain unbearable.
The wake and funerals this weekend.
The Tarways still suffering 23 days after their daughter and sister was found dead alone in her apartment hundreds of miles away from them. September 28th.
They start calling Atlanta to file for a welfare check. Atlanta police says, you can't file for a welfare check. You guys have to file for a welfare check in Minnesota.
The family tried to get police here to Josephine's apartment, but APD didn't show up until Tuesday, September 30th.
We went there Thursday. Don't want to go in there and tamper with anything. So that's when I called a private investigator.
We knew there was a lot of cameras, there was a lot of footage, a lot of neighbors.
Robin Martinelli tasked with trying to find out what happened to the 27-year-old.
When I explained this to the police, they told me to show up and request an officer to come and get the evidence. And I did that, and nobody came. And nobody cared.
This is Gold Rush Show Bar. It's actually just 2 minutes away from Josie's home. Her family tells me she was actually a dancer here. They believe investigators may not be taking her case seriously because she worked here.
It's very demoralizing, and you kind of lose a lot of faith.
For now, the family is relying on Martinelli to gather evidence, like the images of her broken nails the family wanted you to see.
They were all broken up and chipped up. She had some bruises on her bodies that were odd, and she also had some scratches. I'm just a private investigator, and in my opinion, it looked like there could have been a struggle.
They won't stop until they get answers.
Go against whoever we have to go against to get justice for Josie.
Now, Joseph tells me that he believes his little sister was robbed, or somebody that she was either talking to or didn't want to talk to hurt her.
Angelina, as a former young police officer, now a journalist, I've seen a few crime scenes, and I know gathering evidence, it takes a lot of time. But in this case, it's been almost a month since Josephine died. Do we have an official cause of death yet?
Yeah, Ron, it's some good perspective to add there. When we reached out to the medical examiner's office, they told us that the report for Josephine was not yet complete. Once it is complete, though, despite the time that has passed, they will be sharing that with us and the family as well. The medical examiner's office did say that it takes up to 90 days for a report to be complete, Ron. We're live tonight in Atlanta. Angelina Salcido, 11 Alive News.
Okay, Angelina, thanks for staying on top of this story, connecting with the family as well.